If you can get these 10 things right, your Faceless channel will explode, and by the end of 2025, you could be getting over 1 million views and making over $10,000 a month. Hi, I'm Adete, and over the past 6 years, I've created more than 300 Faceless videos on this channel. And today, I'm breaking down everything I've learned into a simple, actionable 10-point checklist. This is the checklist I wish someone had given me when I first started out on YouTube. So if you want to build a profitable Faceless channel with a loyal community of followers, let's dive in. Now, the first thing you need to do is start by setting your expectations right. 99% of creators who enter the Faceless space believe that it's a quick way to get rich. They think they can simply create a few AI-generated videos on trending topics, videos they wouldn't even watch themselves, upload them to YouTube, and start making $10,000 a month overnight. And honestly, it's not their fault. YouTube is filled with videos claiming you can outsource every part of the process effortlessly. They will tell you to just hire a scriptwriter, a voiceover artist, a video editor, and a thumbnail designer from Fiverr, and just like that, you will be making over $10,000 a month. Now, I'm not saying that you can't make that kind of money. You obviously can. There are plenty of Faceless channels already doing it, but it actually takes real effort to get to that stage. If you are looking for an easy get-rich-quick scheme, then this video is probably not for you. I have built both Faceless and face-based channels, and let me tell you that the effort required is pretty much the same in both of them. And growth does not happen overnight. So if you are starting this journey this year, you have to be ready to invest at least 1 year of consistent effort into your channel. The creators who make it big are the ones who get better with every single video. And if you're not ready to commit to that process, it will be very hard for you to see results. Next, you want to focus on quantity first and quality later. This is the other big mistake that new creators make, and that is trying to make perfect videos from the very start. They spend hours, days, even weeks trying to make their first video perfect, wasting time, energy, and sometimes a lot of money in the process. But the thing is that quality comes from quantity. You learn by doing, not by obsessing over your first video or the first 10 videos. The more videos you create, the faster you will learn what works and what doesn't. On our own channel, it took us nearly 100 videos to truly figure out what clicks with our audience, what topics they enjoy, what problems they need help with, and what examples resonate with them. For example, while making these videos, we discovered that our audience is constantly looking for untapped, growing niches that they can create channels in. So we created in-depth content on that, and as a result, we saw great results. We also realized that a large portion of our viewers are small Faceless creators just starting out. So we focused on sharing practical strategies that can help you guys grow faster. Remember that every video you publish is an opportunity to experiment, to get feedback, and for you to improve. So instead of aiming for perfection from the very start, aim for progress. Get your videos out, learn from the process, and keep moving forward. Over time, you'll naturally find your rhythm and create quality content that you're striving for. Moving on to point number 3, pick your niche right. Choosing the right niche is perhaps one of the most important decisions that you will make for your channel. Your niche determines 2 things: how many people will be interested in your content and how much revenue can you generate from it. For example, if you choose a niche like candle making, you might create great content in it, but the audience size is so small that your growth and earning potential will always be limited. On the other hand, a niche like study with me has a massive audience with high demand, giving you a much better chance of reaching more people and making consistent income. Think of your channel like planting a tree. If you keep repotting it, it will never take root and grow. But if you plant it in one spot, nurture it consistently, it will flourish, growing strong roots and reaching greater heights. The same applies to your YouTube channel. If you keep switching topics, your channel won't gain traction. But if you choose one niche and you stick to it, you will end up building a loyal audience and see steady growth over time. So how do you pick the right niche? It all comes down to 3 key factors. The first is market demand. Check if there is a large enough audience actively searching for content in that space. The larger the audience, the quicker your channel is likely to grow. For instance, in 2024, people making content in the AI niche grew very, very quickly. The second factor is feasibility for Faceless content. Some niches naturally work well without showing your face, while others rely heavily on personal presence to connect with viewers. For example, comedy content often works far better when the creator is on screen because facial expressions, body language, everything earning plays a key role in delivering humor. But on the other hand, niches like make money with AI, self-help, business documentaries can thrive without showing your face because the focus is more on information and storytelling as opposed to the person who is giving that information. And the third factor is your earning potential. Certain niches will have better monetization opportunities than others. We know that this is true. So if your goal is to build a profitable channel, you want to choose a niche where advertisers are willing to pay more, meaning you can earn higher revenue per 1,000 views. For example, niches like finance and tech often have higher RPM as compared to niches like candle making or book summary channels and so forth. Now, you might be wondering, how do I figure out the market demand and earning potential for a particular niche? Don't worry, we've done the hard work for you. We have created a dedicated video where we reveal the most profitable niches for 2025. These are untapped, high leverage niches with growing audiences and high RPMs. So make sure you go check out this video next. Moving on to point number 4. You can cut down on 90% of your guesswork on YouTube by simply analyzing your competitors. Let's say that you're starting a faceless self-help channel. Instead of guessing what works, here is what you're going to do. Make a list of 5 to 10 successful channels in the self-help niche. Your final list will look something like this. Then go through all of these channels and see what are their most popular videos from the past 6 months or 6 to 12 months. These reveal what your target audience cares about right now and is actually searching for. For example, I found that topics like how to speak to anyone, how to become more charismatic, how to force your brain to crave hard things have recently performed very, very well for these channels. That is where the demand is. And where there's demand, there is opportunity. Your job is now to make videos that address these problems in a fresh and actionable way. We will dive deep into how you can write engaging and informative scripts in just a few minutes. But first, let's talk about authenticity, because this is what separates rich faceless channels from the ordinary ones. If you truly want to grow and succeed on YouTube, your primary focus should be on serving your audience. When your intention is to genuinely help others, your content becomes more authentic, more relatable, and valuable. Qualities that are absolutely essential for building trust and long-term success. Take this channel, for example. Ever since we started focusing on what is most important for our viewers, we have seen a much quicker growth. So when we started covering topics like why 99% faceless channels fail, or when we analyzed 500 plus faceless channels, these videos ended up doing very, very well because they fulfilled a gap in the market for our users. As a result, these are the kind of comments that we are now getting on our channel. These videos genuinely resonate with viewers because these are created with the aim of helping faceless creators succeed on YouTube. When you focus on providing value to your viewers, they can sense your sincerity, and that builds trust. This trust then translates into loyalty, consistent views, and even word-of-mouth growth for your channel. The results on our channel show that while qualities like authenticity cannot always be measured in analytics, they play a huge role in your channel's long-term success. So instead of blindly chasing views and subscribers, focus on solving real problems for your audience. The more value you provide, the faster your channel will grow. Moving on to number 6, start with packaging. 99% of faceless YouTube creators dive straight into script writing once they get an idea, and then they dive into production without ever really thinking about their title and their thumbnail. And because of this, they end up making very well crafted videos that ultimately nobody watches. Why? Because your title and your thumbnail are the first things a viewer sees. If they are not resonating with your audience, your video practically becomes invisible in a sea of content. So a strategy that works really well is deciding your title and your thumbnail before you start scripting, and use those to dictate the flow of your video. On this channel as well, we have started following the same process, and it has massively improved our click-through rate and the reach of our videos. Let me show you an example. In this video, we're talking about how faceless creators can build a profitable faceless channel using AI automation. If we had followed the process of writing the script first and then deciding our title and thumbnail in the end, it would have ended up looking somewhat like this. In fact, for a similar video we made 10 months ago, we did exactly this. We scripted first and decided our packaging in the end. As a result, it only has 15,000 views in 10 months. On the other hand, for last week's video, we spent 2 days on packaging and locked the designs for the thumbnail and figured out the core point we want to convey for the audience, which was the fact that they could make a $10,000 faceless channel very easily using AI automation. As a result, this video got over 13,000 views in just 48 hours, and the analytics graphs shows this very clearly. The right packaging can skyrocket your video's reach. And to help you nail your packaging, we have made a dedicated video on this topic where we tell you how you can make click-worthy thumbnails, so make sure you go check it out next. And then let's move on to point number 7. Your script is the heart of your video. No amount of flashy editing or background music can save a poorly written script. In fact, on this channel, after packaging, most of our time is spent on perfecting scripts. But what exactly makes a perfect script, and how can you nail it? The honest truth is that it varies. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for writing the perfect script. But we have found that if you nail these few parameters, you pretty much get great baseline results. The first parameter is matching the expectations set by your title and thumbnail in your intro. This proves your video is not just clickbait, and it reinforces why people clicked on the video in the first place. For instance, take this video for example. The title and the thumbnail paint a very clear picture that we will be talking about easiest faceless niches that can make you rich in 2025. Then when you click on it, the intro reinforces these very parameters along with giving you an explanation of what each thing means. This gives viewers absolute clarity on what to expect in the video, and they're now primed to watch the rest of the video. The second parameter is building an emotional connect with your audience. Now, this is slightly more tricky to achieve because there can be multiple ways to connect emotionally with your audience. For example, if you look at the intro of this video.
It doesn't matter who or where you are in life. You clicked on this video because you've been trying to make things work, but it just doesn't happen. I've been there, frustrated, wondering why it seems so easy for others. If this is something you're going through right now, I have some good news for you. The successful people you see, they aren't that different from us.
The creator taps into the viewer's fear of falling behind while others move forward. And because he's able to nail the exact emotion his viewers are feeling, this video has gotten over 1 million views, even though the channel just has 25,000 subscribers. On the other hand, if you look at this video on our channel, we build an emotional connect in the intro by sharing personal credentials to build trust with the audience by using our own failures as examples. Like I said, there are multiple ways to do this. What works for you and your individual channel will take some trial and error on your part. So don't be afraid to experiment with different intro formats, and then let's move on to the rest of the script. Now, one way to make your scripts impactful and well researched is to search for the topic that you're making your video on YouTube. So if you're making a video on how to build a productive morning routine, you'll search for this topic on YouTube and watch the top 10 videos by view count. Here you identify the 5 to 6 common points that they all mention. These are points that clearly resonate with audiences, so you definitely want to include these in your script as well. But you also need to add more information on top of it. So use your own experience, take the help of research, and also look at comments on these other videos to identify gaps that they have not covered. This allows you to script a video that is better than what's already out there. We also made a full video on writing engaging scripts. You can go check it out here. Moving on to point number 8, focus on building a brand. Look at faceless channels like 10x Income, Isaac, How to AI Guy. Why are they so successful? And how do you instantly know who I'm talking about? Because of their branding. And no, branding is not just about colors or fonts, it's about creating a mental association. For example, when I say technology, you probably think of Apple. When I say sports, Nike automatically comes to mind. For coffee, it's Starbucks. That is how deep-rooted branding is. These brands own a space in your mind. The same principle applies to successful faceless YouTube channels. If I'm in the mood for a business documentary, I will not search for business documentaries on YouTube. I'll go directly to Magnates Media and start watching a video. If I want creepy horror stories, Mr. Nightmare's channel immediately comes to mind. Branding helps you build a strong recall, and that is how you build wealth in the long term. So how do you do this for yourself? Just follow 2 simple steps. First, decide what will be the tone of all of your videos. Will you adopt a direct, no-nonsense mentor vibe like we do on our own channel? Or do you want a more humorous, sarcastic approach like Easy Actually? A consistent tone makes your channel instantly recognizable and keeps your audience connected. And second, develop signature elements. These could be visual, like the blue screen and white font that we use in our videos, or avatars like Isaac or 10x Income and How to AI used in their videos. This creates instant brand recognition. Another signature element could actually be a memorable catchphrase. We're still working on it. Now, if you implement these steps effectively, you will cultivate a brand that viewers trust and remember. But just having a brand is not enough, you also need to be consistent. Many creators make videos for just 2-3 months, and then when they don't see results, they stop uploading. I've been creating videos for over 4 years now, and I've started and stopped multiple times. I have started and stopped multiple YouTube channels as well. In every case, it took me months to gain traction. And that's because YouTube's algorithm needs around 20 to 25 videos at least to fully understand the kind of topics you cover and who your target audience is. The algorithm relies on data to figure out who would be interested in your videos. So if you're not seeing results right away, don't quit. As I said before, growing a YouTube channel is like growing a tree. It takes time. So be patient and stay consistent with your uploads. Ideally, aim to upload at least once per week when you're starting out. If that's not possible, stick to a schedule that you can maintain. So if it's 2 videos a month, stick to making 2 videos a month. Consistency really helps your channel grow because it signals to the YouTube algorithm that you are a trustworthy creator and that your content is worth pushing out. But you're not going to consistently keep pushing out content if it is not giving you a return on your investment. That is why you need to learn how to actually make money on YouTube. One of the most important reasons that a lot of faceless YouTube channels fail within the first few months is because creators rely solely on AdSense for their revenue. This means putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort, and a lot of your own money into something that might take a long time to show results. So when people are no longer able to sustain their channel, they end up quitting. But if your aim is to build a profitable faceless channel in 2025, you need to learn how to start making money from the very start. And one of the easiest ways you can do this is through affiliate marketing. By promoting products or services in your videos and including affiliate links in the description. You can earn commissions from those sales, and that can sustain your YouTube channel till you hit monetization. For example, a tech review channel might earn $100 from one viewer purchasing a $500 product with a 20% affiliate commission. We've actually made a dedicated video teaching you how to get started with affiliate income from day one of starting your YouTube channel. So if your aim is to build a money-making faceless channel in 2025, I highly recommend you check out this video next. And I am going to see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye-bye.